Right, I'm back, and we can actually do the back plate bit here and these bits here, so I can actually do that, and which we're on here. So we'll revisit some of this in a minute, but we can actually deal with this plate, and it's D17, which is this bit here, and you can't miss it really, can you? So cut as near as I can to the screw. That's that bit. We can put that bit on in a second. Do a bit of sanding again. And there's a couple over here, but I cut really fine to it, so it's not too bad. But I still like to do that. Right, and which way does it go? It goes with that. Oh, this way, like so. So that's good. We can put them in. Put a bit of glue on the ends, I think. Good things I can reinforce it from underneath, which I'm going to do a little bit now. Yeah, that's it. Bit reinforcing, just a slight bit. Can do a little bit there. Don't think it needs it, but you can put some in anyway. And there you go. So that's been done. Can't be removed, that's good. Right, there's that bit done. And now we can do these plates. Now this is all the different numbers. So 40. So we do 39 first. I'll put the lid on before I forget. 39, 39. What? 39. 39 is this one. So we're going to get 39 off first. Cutting as close as possible. They've got a nice bit of pattern on them. I haven't mentioned the paints I'm using, but I will do nearer the time. I'll be using AK colours. I've got a box set for Tunisia and things that they come with there, and I think because the colour changed, even the Tank Museum at Bovington changed one of the colours. They had like a really blue colour on one of the Matilda, and I think they changed it to a bluey grey one, which is more nearer to the colour. And I think AK coming with it as well. So, well, that's the one I'm going to be using anyway. Because we've done that one, so this one's got to go. Get that off there so you can see it. 39's got to go this way. So it goes on like that. Oh, got a bit on it I don't like. No, oh no, there we go. It's not much. It's not much, but it's that little bit you can see there. There you go. Not much, but sometimes I get a bit too finicky, I think. But there you go. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to put it onto this bit. And put it on. There's a hole there as well. That's it. That's going to come off, and I've got a little bit of a thing, but this will take it off. It's where you sand, and you sometimes leave a little bit on there. You think, oh, that's a bit naughty, but that's done. So that one's done. The next one we come over to is 36. So we do 36 now. What I'll do is now, I've done one and you see me do it, I'll come back when I've finished them all now. See you in a couple of seconds. Right, we got all the panels on, all the engine panels on, ordered. What I did is, in the end, I had put one on, and I kept mucking about the cream. So what I did is I put them all on there in position so I can get them actually sitting as they are now, and then took them all off, and then gradually took them off one at a time and glued it, and then made sure they're all lined up and they're perfectly okay. So they're good. That was okay. Bit fiddly, but they had to be where the actual hinges all line up. So if you play with it a little bit, even if you cut them all off, you can still get it sorted out quite quickly. There you go. So that's that bit done. So now we've got to do some more bits and pieces. We've got to do these 16 and 16 on the other side. So we've got to go to there C's, and because I mucked about earlier on, I forgot to put these back in the right order. That's is that a C? Yeah, this is C, and we're looking for 16s. Right, here we go. So we get snips again. Move that over the way, and oh, I can do this. This is easy. I like doing it that way. So if it can do it that way, it's easier just to play with it, and then you can got something smaller to play with. Right, here we go. So take them all off at once at a time. These one-sided snips are really the best ones to get. But the two blades coming together, I don't like them so much. That's why I like the new type, where you just have the blade moves on one handle, which is nice. And normally things drop to the floor, drop where you put them. So I've got to give it a sanding stick again. And oops. There it is on that side. Again, people are going to say, oh my, why do I do it? I just do. That's one done. I've got reasonably small hands, so it's not too bad. And I don't like holding pinches if I can help it, because tweezers I should say, because 9 times out of 10 they fly when you've got to find a little small part like this. There you go, there's another one, and the last one. And there, that's how it is. There you go. So we've got 4. That's good. So now what we're going to do is put them on, and they go with the bolts to the bottom. So if you can look at that, but I'll show you. The 2 bolts go to the bottom. So all that. So that's okay. We make sure the right orientation. So 2 bolts to the bottom. I might be able to do this with tweezers. Yeah, I can. There you go. Oh, no, the other way around, because I want the bolts to the bottom, and I can actually do it this way. And bolts to the bottom. So that means I come in. Oops, that's great. Still enough glue in it to do it, but I will just give it a little bit later on. So bolts to the bottom again. Coming this way, because I've got the bolt to the bottom here. I've done it again. I'm getting good at that. A bit of glue in to make sure. That's it. They're okay. Now we've got to do the other side. I've really got to go careful with these tweezers. Smokes to the bottom again. That's that one. Do the same again, and a bit of glue around the top. Make sure they're straight as well and down properly. Yep, they all are. So we've done those there, so we can actually cross those off. We'll cross those off and all, even though we can see we've done them. Now we want some light housing left. Now, is there anything about the light housing? Yes, there is. So if I look at this, there they are. So I've got to do that. Put these bits over the top of them. So we do got to do those. So I'm going to turn that camera off now and get that. I'll get the pizza first. There we go. If I just bring this over and just slide that onto there, just so it's sitting there, out of the way. I'm not going to push it on. Well, here we go. So the light housings are. Oh, doesn't actually give you a number. Light housing left, light housing right. Got to find them then. So I wonder what month. Unless it mentions where we're on. Oh yeah, look at that. Look. So there it is. So we're going to go back to that bit. So it's D27 and D29, and that's not a D. That's an A. Right, D27 and D29. D27 and D29. Just in it. 28. Ah, right. So I can do a whole line here. So I can go from there to there through to go in that angle. And we've got them all in one place. There you go. And that's the tracks they want you to build, so I'm not going to bother with that. There you go, just looking at it. Right, so I'm going to cut those off. You see me cut things off anyway, so and then clean them up and then get the PE bits and see whether I can replace the plastic parts. It doesn't look it. It doesn't say that you put these on and then I'm thinking we're going to put these together and then do the PE bits on the top. I think that's what it's going to be. Right, here we go. I'll see you in a couple of seconds. Right, I'm back and I've got the PE out now, and I've done just put two bits together, and as per that, it was just straightforward. Couldn't go wrong on that one. And now we're looking at the PE, and I think it does add a little bit extra detail, so we will do that. So this is 27 and 28, and if you look on the instructions for the PE, and I think I'm going to yeah, there you go. So the long one is 27, 28, and it's this one there, and 28. So we need 27 first of all on the front end. So we do that. So I've got my visor on, I'm afraid, because I've got. No, I'll put the lower. Don't need any light energy. 27 and 28. So we wanted for that one. We wanted 27. Oh, it's funny. It's numbered same as it was. 27 for the front. 27. So we're going to get it spinning. That one, and on the other side. There we go, that one. Can have a little bit of clean up. Where's my file? My metal one, that is. I'm going to come back when I found that, because that's the one I need for PE. Right, here it is, my Tamiya diamond one. So I had this one a long time ago. There's another spare one in the cabinet somewhere. I'm just going to do a bit of clean up on this. As you can see, it's quite small. To the other side. Not doing pressing hard, just going lightly. And then I'm going to do the side that's flat. I'm going to file that so it gets some grippy parts in it. You see it goes a bit shiny. That helps with the adhesion of the super glue. You can only do it on some pieces, I must admit. There you go. Right, so I'm going to get the part out now, which is the big one, definitely. And this one goes on the front, as I said. Yep, 27 goes on the front where the peg is. So see, let's give it a test fit. It has got a way round. You've got to make sure you get the right way round. So you can get the circle in the right place by the looks of it. And that is it. There you go. Right, so now I've got to get some. Where'd it go? That's having trouble when you're playing with PE. Gone down here. Oh, there it is. So, need a bit of super glue. And what do we want? I might put a bit of medium on this one, so I can just move around because it gives you a bit more seconds. Right, here's my little. This is going to be my little super glue holder. Right, do that. Get the old. Is that old lot been burnt out? I've got to burn this out, so it won't show out for long. But I just burn the end quickly just to get rid of. So the needle's got a hole to pick up some stuff. Done. I don't use it for a couple of seconds. Right, here we go. There's the front. Might be able to see me doing this. I'm just going to put that bit out. A bit around there. Right, get this on now. Now the top has got the bit, put it on there. And then we've got to get it squared off. And we've done it. Just about right. Done. There it is. Like I said, it adds a little bit more detail. Yep, happy with that. So that's done. Put that one in there. I've got to do the back plate now. Oh, I've got to do the back plate. So, and the back plate of that is 28. So we want 28. I'm going to move that to there. 28. I'll move them out of the way because I don't want to muck it up. 28 is next to it. And this is 28. It's the same thing, it's got to be a certain way. Right, now we've got to file it, the old needle file. I would zoom it in, but I think you can see it's a small piece anyway. And I know Ron would get his macro end, but I don't. I could zoom in, like I said, but I just wanted to clean that up. Now that is the right way again. So if I do it that way, oh, I've got to do my bit of scratching on the back. There you go. Right, so that big bit goes to the bottom, to the tank hole. Right, here we go. So here we go. So we've got to get a bit of glue again. Let's go on this one, this one. There you go, done. Right, pinches, turning around. That's it. Damn. Excuse my French. Get around quickly into position. And it's on. There you go, got one done now. So we've got that one and the detail. So we've got to do the other one now. I'll do that off camera because it's exactly the same thing as I'll be doing now. So I'll see you in a second. Well, we've got the last one done and there it is. There it is. P on it. So that's okay. So we've got them both done. I'm going to let them dry a bit more thoroughly, and then after that we'll get them put in. There you go. Anyway, we leave that to dry, and then I can put them in. I can put this one in though, because this one goes. We'll go back to the other bit now, won't we? Go back to here. So the long one goes over here, and that's this one. So we get the hole back, do a test fit. Yep, there is where it goes, and we can actually glue it from the bottom to be easier. There you go. And that's in place. So that's one. We might be able to do this one now. It gets dry. And come over to this place, and this one's the opposite way around, I think. Now the light goes to the front as we should do, and goes there. So we do exactly the same. We'll glue it from the bottom. There you go, it's on now. Oops. Right, that's it. Make sure. Yep, that's it. Right, that's it. That's that one done. I'm going to sand off the top there. I put a bit of super glue over the top just to sort of fill those bits there. So I'm just going to lightly sand that later. So that's done. So we got to them parts then, so we can actually cross them off, even though we can see they're alone. That's done. And that one's done, and they're done, and they're done. So we're getting near the end of this one. These tools, I've got to make the PE for that up, and the tracks, we know what we're going to be doing with those. So because I'm going to see if this fits. These ones fit on the track, the through tracks, and if they do, then I'll carry on with these plastic, and it won't make it, because I'm not a toy. It's not going to be rolling around, even though the wheels all do roll. Right, So that's it. So I'm going to call that quits for this video. It's now 13 at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Been at it on and off all morning, so I'm going to call it quits for now. I might come back later in the afternoon, so that's what I'll do. So I'll catch you in the next segment, and this one's too long. Well, I'm back because I can do a couple more bits because the bits to the back of this tank. So if you can see what if I do it, we can actually add these parts of the tail end, which is good, so we can get that out of the way. Oh, and we can also add these two chute things either this side and that on there, D6. So we've got a bit to do, so I'll cut those little bits off and clean them up, and then we'll come back in and we'll glue it in. So 2 C3s as well. See you in a second. Right, we're back, and we've got the bits cut off. Now I'm going to do some cleaning up and we get stuck in. So what we're going to do is these parts here, there's D9 and D9, and as you can see I've done what I normally do, and I do them, I come on the sprue, so I've got the numbers there, and I just get the right one. And there must be a slight, there is a slight difference about when you put them in. So there you go. Right, so the first one we want to do is D9, which will be on this side over there. So D9, and D9 is this one. It's slightly sloped, so I didn't cut them straight. But here we go. Where's my sanding stick? I'll put it away here just a minute ago. There's the bottom bit. That's it, D9, so we can put D9 on. And again, I think it's one of those ones we can put on from the rear. So, because underneath I should say. And, is that the one? Hmm? Ah, yeah, it goes that way. There you go, so it goes that way, so we can't put it on from the rear because it's got a block, so what we do, got my glues here this time. I've just moved them so I can fit the camera further back, further over. There you go, so this one goes in this way. There we go, that's gone in there nice and easy. Just make sure it's levelled off, and it is now. Yep, right, so we're going to get the other one. Now we don't worry about the number now, because we're done. We're going to slope it because it's a sloping bit now. Do a clean off again. And then we put this one in, and it's the same principle. So goes this way, that bit down. Just put a bit of glue in there. And put it in. Put this in. There you go. Now what I'm doing now is I'm going to, there's a little blemish there. No, it's not much of a blemish, is it? But I think it's a bit of mould, which I never noticed. So that's clean again. So that's that bit done. So we've got to get another one. Now we've got some A23s, which I didn't actually clip off. So A, was this A? Nope. Is that an A? Nope. Must be this one then. D. A. So A23. I'll find it there. I should be able to find it easy enough. A23, there it is. So I'm going to clip that little bit of extra off there, which you can see. I'm going to do that. Then we cut it off. And there's two. I'll go and get the other one. This is A and there's 23 somewhere. There it is. Same principle. Cut that top off. And then cut this off. That's it, we're down there, so that's alright. Right, we'll go a bit of clean up again. That's that one done. And the other one's going to be done. And there you go. I'm going to clean the peg off a bit, even though I don't think it needs it. Don't think the other one did. No, it's got a little bit on it, just in case it bottoms out. Right, here we go then. So we're going to put these on now, and I'm going to put a bit of glue on the peg this time and slot it into place. And that's gone in there nicely like that. There it is. That's now I know my height for getting in focus just there. Right, there we go. And then get the next one. And doing it over there, about there, and put it in. See if it's alright. Yep. Yep, that bone could have, I just noticed that bit, I could push that down a bit more, which I've just done. That's it, let's clean that bit off as well, much better. Well, they're both down to the bits they should be. Done. Right, so that's that bit's done, so we've got to get a pencil again. And cross that off, that off, that off, and that off. Now we've got these two now. I've got 26 first, and 26 is this little hook by the looks of it. And it's got a little hole there, and it's got a particular way it goes, as you can see. Whoops, we might want to do it. See the indentation one side and the hole there. So if we go to this part underneath here, it's got a hole, and that's it. So we're going to be able to put that on, and it goes with the hook facing back towards the rear of the tank. So I'm going to just get this one off here, another small piece, going as close as I can, and putting that over there, and that one, and then dropping it down there. See if I need any cleaning up doing. Just a little bit, not much. I'm going to try my best to do it. There we go. And it's done. Right, tweezers. We need tweezers for this one. Now that hook's going to go towards the rear. So hold it like that. Do a test fit. Yep, that goes in there nicely. You'll see what I mean. Right, I've got glue on it. I'm going to do this bit now to there. This in. Just put into place. Yeah, you can get the hole from below, just to make sure, but that's not going to need any more. Give it a little blow, gets rid of the excess, because it evaporates. There you go, so that's in the right angle. So if I come like that, you can see what I mean. And there it is. That's it, right, that bit. Now we've got, oops, covering what I'm going to do up. Now we've got a bit 21 and 20. So we've got 21 and 20. And 21, we go with 21 first, shall we? Yeah, 21 over that side. Over there. And it goes there, 21. So here we go, going up close. Put that down, clean that up. Again, you're going to want to break the piece, but I don't want to, I like to have it a bit clean. Oh, sorry, off camera now because I zoomed it in, didn't I? There we go. So we've got this one done. So this has got to go. That's got to be going back. That's it's got to be facing that way. So I'm going to get this bit like this. Get a bit of glue on it, and come to the back. And again, it's in camera here. Like that. Get it straight. Yeah, it's done. I'm going to get a very small bit of glue and just run it around there a little bit. Let that soak in. This happens when you go back and touch things. That's it, I'm leaving that like that, it's perfect now. And there it is. Just there. There you go, we've got to do the other one now. I'm definitely going to call this quits for this video, because I think it's got book 2. This segment might even be on the next one, I don't know. But I can always put a long one in just in case. Right, so we cut that, we've got to clean that up again. What I'll do is I've done one, I'll come off camera now, back in a second.